Well, we certainly have some stories to chat about this morning in the DMV. It feels like a never-ending conversation when it comes to mask mandates.
Plus, the Super Bowl and Valentine's Day. They're a day apart this year, but will it force a fumble on your love life? We'll bring in WMAL host Larry O'Connor to talk about this. Hey, Larry.
Good morning, guys.
Morning, morning. All right, let's talk about the congressional hearing here with WMATA and some of the issues that they're facing. This is happening today. What are your thoughts on that and some of the challenges that they continue to face?
Well, yeah, and we continue to hear more and more about this derailment that happened in December. It turns out that they knew about certain problems with these cars and with the weight and the load on the wheels back in 2017. And it's the same old Metro Rail, right? It's the same old WMATA where they just wait until a disaster happens and then suddenly everybody takes it seriously. Ridership is down from 600,000 in 2019 to under 200,000, and that can't be just because of the pandemic. People have lost faith in this system, and it's an outrage. Maybe that's why General Manager Wiedefeld announced his retirement or his resignation a couple of weeks ago. It'll be fascinating to see what his answers are today in this hearing.
I think it'll be pretty eye-opening, and I think it's interesting too that when he came in, they were also facing similar issues, eerily similar issues, actually. So we'll have to see what he has to say ahead of his retirement.
Yeah, and it's maddening for so many of us because so much money is spent at the federal level, at the Maryland level, at the Virginia level, at the district level on this, and yet they still can't quite get this system working right in a safe and reliable way. Yeah. And we deserve, at the very least, that here in Washington.
Larry, we have a lot we want to get to today. I'm going to take one of the words of the year from 2020 and pivot here in a fun way, Larry, because, I like you. But our dear weather person, Tucker Barnes, has said that he has vowed to unfollow every person on Twitter that continues to post their Wordle scores every day. And my friend, you did it again today. What is the method behind this?
First of all, I did it in 2 today. So the secret is being smart. See, here's the problem. Tucker, obviously, and I love Tucker, and he's a scientist, and I love talking to him about the weather. But let's face it, he's not the most articulate guy. He doesn't have the words, right? I'm a writer. I'm a radio host. We have words, and I'm very good at it. Everyone who's angry about us posting Wordle are just jealous because we're better than that.
Yeah, well, he has a sour look on his face right now. I don't know if he's accepting that gauntlet throwdown or not, but we'll hear from him.
I'm just jealous of Tucker because he's so better dressed than I am.
Oh, okay, nice walk back on that one.
This is Larry's one opportunity to one-up Tucker.
Hey, listen, real quick, before we get to the Super Bowl and Valentine's Day, the mask mandates, we've seen other states now across the country and other big cities that are saying we're definitely changing things. Obviously, here in the D.C. area, we're holding on to it a little bit longer than some other parts of the country. But now you're seeing places like New York and California that are starting to make movements. So do you think that means that will soon happen here?
God, I pray that it does. And I don't want to be too cynical and think that the only reason we're seeing the flexibility now is because we've got an election coming up this November. But I'm most concerned about the kids. I don't understand why the school districts in Northern Virginia and in Montgomery County and Prince George is going to continue to hang on to forcing our children to wear these masks. In fact, the studies now overwhelmingly show that the masks are hurting kids in so many other areas. And it certainly doesn't offset whatever concerns they may have over the spread of the virus, which, again, as we know, and as we've known for almost 2 years now, children are actually not nearly as susceptible as the rest of us. So I just worry about our children, and I thank God they had that vote in Richmond yesterday that actually sort of shows us an off-ramp for our kids so that parents can be back in control of having their kids wear masks or not.
We should mention this is coming as New Jersey actually announced they're ending mask mandates in schools. New Jersey has been pretty stringent when it comes to policies and things like that when it comes to masks.
You know how I feel about New Jersey. Why are you trying to trigger me with New Jersey?
Listen, maybe Tucker told me to say this, all right, to even the score.
I vowed to unfollow people that tweet about New Jersey. So,
all right, real quick, we want to get this in. Super Bowl, Valentine's Day. You've been married a long time, so I feel like you're like an expert on this. Is this going to derail your Valentine's Day plans? What suggestions do you have?
It's not, and here's why. And guys, take my advice on this because I've got the secret sauce. You'll have a little list of, musts and must nots when you're picking who you're going to marry. My wife is from Oklahoma, where there's 2 religions, Southern Baptist and football. She loves football. This is the greatest weekend of our lives. We've got Valentine's Day and football. I mean, honestly, it's a all I got to do is turn the game on and I'm set. So that's the key.
So she's okay, even from Oklahoma, with the NFL, though, because I spent many a day in Tennessee trying to find an NFL game on Sunday because they're like our football, church is Saturday.
True. Well, this is the thing. She was so happy to move here because the NFL that they do get in Oklahoma is the Dallas Cowboys. And as you know, second only to the Philadelphia Eagles, they are not only the worst possible franchise, but also have the worst possible fans. So she was relieved to come here to Washington and actually enjoy a more civilized and hospitable football environment.
All right, I'm going to check your on follows as soon as we get done here. And we're going to turn things over to Tucker.
Everyone. Well, I'm from Washington. We love Washington.
There you go.
I'll leave it at that.
Good call.
Go Commanders. This morning. All right. Larry, thank you. Have a good day.